with it right here with who I started with. We something like the Spartan, it's going hard regardless. I'm from the 826 plus 5. Mo bitches, Uno, Central Coast, mobbing suicide, only arsonists. I step in the booth and cast, I gotta keep it lit. Engineer all my music, I work hard at this.
That's right, and we're back live on Chicano Tube, live on Chicano Street. Do me a favor, beautiful linda raza. If you like these videos, I appreciate if you would hit that thumbs up. There's a lot of buttons right next to that one. The one right next to it is a thumbs down. You could also hit that thumbs down. It don't matter. I got thick skin, cabrones. We're going to go ahead and go through the formalities before we get into this video, which is the origins. Some people want to know the whole history of the YouTube Yarda. Well, your boy's been there since day numero uno. So I'm going to catch everyone up, give everyone a summary, and react to the only interview that the founder, the creator, the originator of the YouTube Yarda has ever done on YouTube. It was my privilege, my honor. Before we do that, let's keep it professional. Gracias to all the day oneers. Gracias to everyone inside the members only. The members only is the backbone of the community. They get all the private insights into everything. So if you want to go ahead and hit that join button, you got to go to the YouTube channel. I don't think you can do it from a phone. You got to do it from a laptop. So go to the laptop. There's a join button right there. It just shows that you're a supporter of the causa. What is the causa? It's keeping it real. It's Chicanismo, advancement, evolvement. No more negativity. It's time to do the positive, all right? So you can go ahead and hit that thumbs up, hit the thumbs down. Shout out to the members only. And, of course, just shout out to all the Chicano channels. I don't got to name them. If they mess with your boy, you already know that they mess with your boy, right? All right, anyway, so let's go ahead and summarize this up. Some people would ask, well, what is the YouTube Yarda? What does even that word mean? YouTube Yarda. Some people have heard of Yarda. Some other people haven't even heard of the word Yarda, period. Yarda is a Spanish word. It's an abbreviation for the word yard. And then the word yard, where does yard come from? Backyard, front yard. Well, in California, it don't mean backyard and front yard, okay? In California, it means a recreational, institutional yard, all right? Something in California that we have here, a little bit special, and it's a little bit different. A lot of the things I'll speak up and be very boldly about. When it's fake, it's fantasy football. It is what it is. I'll let you know. When it comes to real practical, real life, real world application on shit, a lot of it's just fantasy football, man. You don't want to apply this to any of your real life. It's just our shits and giggles. It's just a conversation. It's just here on the internet. So the YouTube Yarda has blown up. It's grown substantially over the years. There's a lot of characters on here, etc. And so let me go ahead and just rewind, give a summary before I go ahead and get into the video. And we go ahead and show you the only interview that triple OG has done on YouTube, all right? So the YouTube Yarda started about the time of the quarantine, okay? It could have been a little bit before or a little bit after, but I remember it really kicking off around the quarantine. And then after the quarantine was Cholo Trucker. Shout out to Cholo Trucker, which is the baddest, and I mean the baddest Chicano in the barrio, right? On YouTube, right? He had a fight, and it was with Runner, and it was about June of 2021. Triple OG has come on the scene. He's applying pressure. He's putting his foot on people's necks. People are calling him everything. They're calling him the king of the trolls, the troll of all trolls. The way that he would come after you would be no holds barred, no limits. And it is what it is. He rubs some people the right way. He rubs some people the wrong way. No matter what, him in his eyes and in his belief always was trying to do the YouTube Yarda a service, which was letting you know who these fakes are, these frauds are, the creeps, the weirdos, the scam artists, the liars, etc., right? And the very first individual he put his neck on, which was very so deserved because the individual keeps doing the same habits today. Today he hasn't changed at all, right? Overgrown kid, just added years and gray hairs maybe to his cabeza, but no more knowledge in his head, no more maturity is inside of him, right? He stayed where he stayed, and that's it, right? So I was brought into the whole YouTube Yarda thing, this whole, again, fantasy football on pinche YouTube. That really is a Chicano thing. I'm not trying to put anyone outside. No, absolutely not. Hey, you want to get off the bus and you want to come in? Just remember, go back and watch the YouTube Yarda orientation video, okay? Because you could end up just like Omar getting thrown out of that helicopter. So anyways, and it really is a California thing, but people have jumped on from different states, right? We've had people from New Mexico, we've had people from Texas, and we have actually had people from the East Coast. It's gotten its recognition coast to coast. Hey, it's all shits and giggles. It's all YouTube. It's open to everyone, cabrones. So again, back to the quarantine about the time that it started, right? This is the quarantine. And actually, it probably started developing about a year before the quarantine, just to keep it a buck, right? About a year before the quarantine. But the quarantine really kicked it off, right? Because now you can't do shit. Everyone has to sit down. Están echándonos mentiras. Remember, they're a straight line to us. They capping to us, right? 90 days, 60 days, 180 days. We're not going to get into that. And so I was the ring announcer for that fight. The baddest Chicano on YouTube, Cholo Trucker versus the runner. If you didn't know why I keep saying runner, it's not a disrespect to what he calls himself. I don't call him what he calls himself, because I'll be honest with you, the G's not in him. But there was an actual situation with some people that he had met on YouTube that he actually left them, abandoned them, stranded them when they got jammed up at a hamburger stand. And then he got the nickname the runner. But anyways, I got brought into it without even wanting to get into the YouTube Yarda, not knowing anything about no YouTube Yarda at all, period. Had just created a channel like everyone else to surf and watch channels, right? My favorite channels were Fresh Out back then, and then it was Kev Mac Videos, but Kev Mac Videos is still one of my favorite. I was honored to be on Kev Mac Videos. There wasn't too many Chicanos that got a chance. I believe, I haven't seen anyone else, Chicanos, to be on Kev Mac Videos, and I was on Kev Mac live streams once. So again, I created the channel just to watch YouTube, and then I participated in that fight using my talent, ring announcing skills, right? And I got drunk in it, and all of a sudden, I didn't even know I was in the crosshairs of OG Triple OG. Now I'm a target of him. And so that's when it really started kicking up, and a lot of characters came on here, right? The YouTube Yarda, at one point, everyone is acknowledging everyone. At one point, there wasn't really any kind of beefs where people had to grab their fierros every day and make a video and defend themselves and respond to videos. And at one point, everyone's acknowledging each other, but no one is really trying to, go after one another. But then the YouTube Yarda blew up, I want to say about 2023. It was a phone call that OG Triple OG called me up, and he said, Mikey, I got my hands on some paperwork, and it was for Bud Light, another YouTuber, right? Bud Light. I think you know who I mean when I say Bud Light. If you don't know who I mean, he gets a couple Bud Lights inside of him, and it's like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, man. Seriously. And I mean, probably King Hypocrite is another title you can give the man, because everything he has said and done, your paperwork, your resume, your this, your clutch, and all this other stuff has already been debunked. And, vale caca. Okay, vale caca. Su palabra vale caca. It blew up July 3rd of 2023. I was chilling. I was at the pad chilling. I'm in the backyard watering my grass, doing the therapeutic thing, just watching my freshly mowed lawn getting watered. I'm watering my vineyard. I got a grape tree, a peach tree. I'm just doing my thing, right? And my phone rings, and it's Instagram, and it says OG Triple OG. Well, that's my boy right there. So I didn't hesitate. Boom, got him on the linea. OG Triple OG tells me I got this paperwork. It's gonna blow the yard up. And he was, to be very, very straight with you and direct with you. And I believe I'm okay to go ahead and say this. He also had some reservations about it because of the collateral it could cause. This is people's lives, right? When people want to fake the funk, they come on the internet, say they're one thing, and then they're another thing. Some people on the internet say, well, they're deserving of it. Chinga su madre. They're deserving of it. And other people say, damn, man, does it really got to go that far? Do you got to drop something that's pretty detrimental? It can affect the person right away. Well, it was the paperwork on Bud Light. He had it. He called me. He told me. He goes, this right here is going to blow the whole shit up, right? And without a doubt, it did. It blew the whole Yarda up, and he struck his channel. So that individual YouTuber, Bud Light, not even 5 minutes. I don't even think it was up 10 minutes. I'm not sure. Now that I think about it, I'm thinking someone might have tipped that dude off. Because how was he just happened to be, watching the Yarda at the same, at a coincidence where he drops that and then he gets taken down 10 minutes later? I don't think so. I think someone might have tipped them off because I don't know that you got to fucking do something to YouTube. You got to contact them. You got to do something to say, hey, I'm ratting on this other person, which I'm not for striking channels. It is, to me, another form of snitching.
Hell no.
I think it's another form of snitching. If you don't like it, I think you can get off the internet and mind your business and keep on going down the yellow brick road. But it is what it is, right? That's a whole nother video maybe I should make. So the whole thing blew up. That was one instance that it blew up. And then people, all kinds of scandals start happening. YouTube Yarda, motherfuckers start getting arrested, start doing this. Weirdo shit starts coming out. The runner starts dropping fake paperwork that he's saying, I hate to say it, but I was right. So that threw his whole credibility, shot to shit on top of him now and all the new revelations that he's racista and all this other shit. So I don't know. It is what it is. YouTube Yarda activities, I guess. And so it blew it up. So that was the YouTube Yarda in a nutshell. There's so much to catch up on for the new gente that are coming on. I just recommend you go back and just watch the catalog. But I'm going to go ahead and get into this video now because this is the only interview that Triple OG has done on the YouTube Yarda. I'm going to go ahead and show it to you. And if you didn't know, if you remember him, drop a comment below. Do me a favor. Do me a good one. Drop a comment below and let me know what your memories are, which videos that you like that he dropped are, which videos that you don't like, maybe you didn't agree with them that he dropped are, or if you have any kind of, remembrance of them, you can drop a comment below on him. And so let's go ahead and play this video, and I'm going to show you this is the founder, the originator, the only one, the first one that ever coined the phrase YouTube Yarda. And let's go.
Homies, this is a Q&A that the homeboy Mikey from Chicano Tube sent over. It contains a list of questions that some of his viewers would like answers to. And you already know that OG, Triple OG, is more than happy to oblige. Question number 1. Has OG ever made a bad call on the YouTube Yarda? The answer is no. Everyone that I speak on or everything that I say on my channel comes from the heart. Therefore, I can never be wrong. Question number 2. If possible, the people want to know, has OG actually hit a linea, upstate or war state blues? The truth is, OG has never hit the pinta, and there's not a day that goes by that I don't thank God for that. However, I have served county time and have a total of about 6 years, which is something OG is not very proud of. Question number 3. Can anyone buy back in the YouTube Yarda, or is it a one and done? As far as I'm concerned, Mikey, once you're deemed no good on the YouTube Yarda, ya estuvo, homie. There ain't no coming back. People like OG would never sell out for $1, especially for a vato who was deemed basura in the first place. Question number 4. Benz or Dickies? Man, back in the day, it was all about the Ben Davis, homie. Size 54, homie, with the freeways on front. and the slits at the bottom. Can't forget about the Ben Davis jackets. Shit, if it were possible, I would even bought Ben Davis boxers back in the day, homie. All right, let me move along to question number 5. Whose covers did OG pull that makes him feel helped YouTube gente out the most? I would say without a doubt the runner. When I first surfaced on YouTube about 2 years ago, I went in on Gunner big time. And it was because of that a lot of people's eyes were open. Along the way, other people started exposing them as well. And because of that reason, I don't think that Vato's going to be able to wiggle the way he was doing prior to that.
Damn, son, where'd you...
All right, the next question. Rapper oldies. Even though I like both, if I had to pick, I would have to select oldies. Because I grew up on them, and because they bring back so many good memories from back in the day. All right, here's the next question. This is a good one, actually. The people want to know, recently it was put out there that OG gave a copy of the YouTube keys to an ambitious young individual. Was it due to that individual removing an imposter and throwing them off the tira? Yes and no. The main reason that I handpicked Conejo from EBK Collective to hold the Yarda down is because that vato is ambitious. That vato is ruthless. And that vato reminds me of who I used to be when I first came on YouTube. And that's exactly the type of person that I want running the YouTube Yarda. And so far, that vato has not let me down. And I don't think will let me down because just like OG, he's not down with vatos who are out here misleading the raza. Therefore, I couldn't have made a better decision as far as the YouTube Yarda is concerned. But make no mistake about it, OG Triple OG is right there alongside Conejo. And there's nothing on the YouTube Yarda that goes down without OG knowing about. Much love and respect to the homeboy Conejo, by the way. Now, on to the last question. What is OG's message to the youngsters today? I would say stay in school, listen to your parents, stay away from drugs and gangs, because there's nothing honorable or glamorous about dying for a neighborhood or the name of a street. Life is short. Live it the best you can. Stay away from the bad stuff and learn from others' mistakes so they don't end up costing you your life or your freedom. With that said, gente, I want to give a shout out to the homeboy Mikey from the Chicano Tube. Make sure you guys tap in with him. I also want to give a shout out to his wife, Christine. Much love and respect to the Diaz family from OG, Triple OG. And I'm out. Al rato.
That's it. You said it. You heard it right there. An exclusive OG, Triple OG, the founder, the creator of the YouTube Yarda. Drop in the comments below what you guys think. Some fantasy football. It goes down. It's vicious. You know, once you get inside this YouTube Yarda thing, it gets a little bit cutthroat inside of there. And it is what it is, man. Hit that pinchy like. Again, there's a hype button right next to the like button. If you like these kind of videos, go ahead and hit that hype button, and I'll know to go ahead and keep breaking down or keep going down the line of this kind of genre and this kind of content. Gente, that's it. I'm out to the next episode. See you on the next one.